Hey kids, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Amanda. I make videos about movies, TV shows, books, writing. Today I'm going to be doing my review on episode 9 of L&O SVU. It was the mid-season finale. I was going to do a review on episode 9 and 10 because the second part of the episode is going to be airing later on this week, but I have quite a bit to say about episode 9, so I figured I'd go ahead and do that first and get that out there. I also have a few predictions that I want to talk about, and I was interested to see what predictions you guys might have too. Okay, so first of all, I was very impressed with the cast of guest stars. Vincent Kartheiser.
The complications.
I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name, but Vincent Kartheiser is in it. He plays our big bad, but here's the thing. I don't think that he is our big fish. I don't think Getz is our big fish. I think that there's somebody else that is probably going to be coming up later on in the season maybe. I really enjoyed watching Amanda's therapy session. I really like when they do scenes like that, because we really get to see inside of the characters' emotions. We don't really get a whole lot of that. Granted, it's because the show is mainly about the procedural, and then sometimes they get into the emotional stuff, but it was really nice to be able to see Kelly Giddish be able to dig a little deeper into her character and get to show, a side of Amanda that we don't normally get to see. I don't think we've heard very much about Rollins' dad other than the fact that he was a gambler. And that I think he used to take Amanda with him to the tracks, if I'm not mistaken. Is that a thing? I feel like that's a thing. It was really nice to see Kat undercover again. I really dig how Warren Lay has kind of made that part of her character. That's almost the way he did Nick Amaro, and it's also the way Ice-T was done. Ice-T came from narcotics. He used to go undercover a lot. Same thing with Amaro. Is he came straight from narcotics. He had just actually gone undercover, and that's why he was all bearded up and shit. But I really like that he does that because it gives us a really cool insight into the kind of cop that Kat is. And Kat's really great undercover. I mean, she's you can tell that she's great under pressure. She thinks on her feet, and that's stuff that makes a really, really good detective. Rollins doesn't like when other cops get attention. What was up with her? Literally all over Kat. Oh my gosh. And then Olivia goes off on Kat. Not goes off, but she goes off a little bit on Kat, and Rollins is smirking. What's up with that, bro? Why would she be happy that Kat is getting reprimanded by Liv? She knows what it's like to be in that spot, so why would she be heh? And then there's another point. I don't remember what it is that she says to Kat. I don't remember. I saw this episode back when it first aired, which was quite a few weeks ago. But I have here Rollins is going super hard on Kat. What the fuck? I really hope that they don't lead this into, a possible she and Kat hate each other or whatever. And if they do that, I hope there's a good enough reason other than she's not the only woman on the squad anymore, because that's a lame ass reason. Also, I want to know, is Hadid on Getz's payroll? We saw in the very first episode, the premiere of the season, that Hadid was walking into this cat's office.
The DA's office strongly objects.
This other cat, the guy from Ian McShane, the guy from the first episode, she was walking into his office, so we could infer that she was on his payroll or whatever. But is she on this kid's payroll too? I mean, that kind of goes back to Getz not being the big fish. I really have a feeling that Getz is not our big fish. I think it's somebody else. And I really would like for somebody to please acknowledge what the hell is up with Hadid, please, and thank you. So I saw some people on Twitter and on Tumblr saying that this whole Amanda being kidnapped thing is going to lead to an unnecessary romance that nobody asked for. I sincerely hope that it is not between Sunny and Amanda. Look, I literally have nothing against Ralisi. To me, and to a lot of other people, it just doesn't make any sense. Literally at all. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll do, let me know down below if you would like a video for each ship. Every ship that there has ever been on SVU, I will do a video for and a deep dive as to whether or not, like, I believe that that ship has a basis, if that makes sense. I don't know. Just whatever. Just leave a comment down below if you want me to do a video on ships. But I don't see them as having a romantic connection at all. Beyond that, I don't think that Amanda, or Sunny for that matter, are really in any place right now to be getting, well, maybe, I don't really think that Amanda is really in any place to be getting into a romantic situation right now. I just don't think that she's in a well enough place mentally. I don't think that she's in the right place to be able to do that and have it be successful. I don't know. But it seems like Warren Light likes to kidnap people. I mean, he did it to Liv. He kind of did it to Kragen because he framed Kragen for freaking murder, and then Kragen had to go to prison. So he was kind of kidnapped in a way, even though everybody knew where he was. But he was being held against his will because he didn't do anything. I don't know how this is all going to turn out. I sincerely doubt that this cop is going to hurt Amanda. He seemed to have a really great rapport with her. He seemed to know her from before. So I don't know. I don't think that it would necessarily make sense to have him actually genuinely want to hurt Amanda. Now, getting desperate and possibly hurting himself, or accidentally hurting Amanda because he's like trying to make a point and like the gun goes off or something, that I could see happening. It's a lot. I mean, Warren Light is most certainly back. This was the kind of mid-season finale that I would expect from Warren Light. Watch, Sunny is gonna be the next one to go missing. Watch. And then Raphael is gonna come back like, bitch, what did you do with my husband? They're gonna be like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Do you remember like when you were getting threats and then like everybody was like, what threats? Well, they're freaking back, but this time they're not going after you because they're like, oh, he killed a baby, like whatever. But now they're going after your hubs because they're like, oh, we go after this guy. We kill two birds with one stone. We get at Barba and we stop their department from like doing anything. I don't know why I just popped off like that, but I would just really like to see, I don't know, other stuff. And now that Carisi is like the ADA, I feel like there are so many places that Warren Light could go. We all know that Barba is coming back because of Pickgate. For those of you that don't know, or those of you that watch SVU, that maybe watch my channel but do not watch or do not participate in like the Twitter fandom or the Tumblr fandom, there was a picture leaked. I think pretty much anybody who's on social media already knows this, but whatever. There's a picture leaked of Raul on the set of SVU, or at least it looks very much like the set of SVU. But it's pretty obvious he's wearing like one of Barba's old suits, so it's pretty obvious that he's either there to film or he's there as a promotional something, which like he's not on the show anymore. Why would he need to be doing a promotional something? The only promotional anything that he would have been doing was like the Paley Fest special, like, ooh, with Salute SVU. But he was wearing something completely different in that. Also, he still has his beard. Is Barbara gonna be coming back with a beard? I freaking hope so. Oh my gosh, can we like make that a little like character, a little bit like tiny little character arc? Ooh, like he's been super depressed, or maybe he decided to like take a trip around the world and he was like, you know what? I'm not shaving. So like since he killed the baby, he hasn't shaved like literally at all. And that's like part of his thing. Like he's coming back into SVU, or he's coming back for a little while. So he's like, all right, I'll shave and that'll be like my growth. You know, like maybe he doesn't shave until like the end of the episode. I don't know. I'm like super excited for it to start up again. I've actually been missing it. Like I haven't felt that in a very long time. I haven't felt that since season 17, where I missed it. Like I needed it to come back. I needed it back in my life. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited for it to come back. I really want to see how this is going to grow Amanda. Because Warren Light, when he does things like this, he does it for a purpose. So this is going to change Amanda's character in some way. I'm just wondering how that's going to change her. I mean, and it might even regress her a little bit. Like maybe she is so traumatized that like she starts, gambling again. And I think I've mentioned it before that it doesn't necessarily need to be her going out to like underground, like casinos or whatever, because she does have 2 children now and she clearly cares very deeply for her 2 daughters. But maybe it's like online gambling now. Oh my gosh, what if she's freaking doing it on the NYPD server? Bro! Ooh. Yo, that would be ridiculous though.
Really?
No, but I'm super pumped. I'm super, super excited for this episode because I think it's gonna be really good. I'll probably end up watching episode 9 like again before I watch episode 10, just so I can get like the full effect. Do you know what I mean? And the fact that we're only 9 episodes in, that is what's exciting about it, because usually what, like 22, 23 episodes typically in a season, and we're only on episode 9. We have so much season left, so much. I just can't wait to see what kind of stories Warren Light is going to tell, because typically the way his seasons work, like there's never a real like formula, so to speak, but generally he builds from where he begins. So he starts off like with the bar, relatively high, but not like super high, but he starts like right up here, right? And then every episode, every arc that he does I think a couple of 2-parter storylines where they're 2 episodes instead of just 1 episode. I think he does around 2 or sometimes 3 a season. And I mean, bro, literally, if he brings back, if Barba comes back and he brings back Barba's threats, because I really want him to get, like, I really want him to be able to finish that storyline. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if anyone could think of a way to bring it back to where it makes sense, that it's coming back after all this time, apart from my explanation, which is that season 18 took place on Earth 10. Nothing ever happens on Earth 10 and nobody cares. And then season 19 and 20 took place on Earth 2. That's why everybody was out of character. Liv was incompetent at her job, and Barba was off killing babies and forgetting when his father died. Like, I feel like if anybody could actually make it make sense in the actual timeline that, he was given, I think it is Warren Light. I think he could do that. I think he has the capability to do that. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how he would bring Barba back. Like, that to me would be enough of like, oh. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, kids. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of episode 9 of Law & Order SVU. Do you think that it's right on par with, a typical Warren Light mid-season finale? Do you think maybe it could have been a little bit better? Were there things that you didn't like, things that you did like? What would you change if there were things that you didn't like? And what do you think is gonna happen? Do you think like somebody is gonna die? Because I feel like somebody is gonna freaking die. Like somebody. I don't know who, I don't know when, and I don't know why, but somebody's gonna freaking die. Somebody is, I'm telling you. Make sure to hit the like button on this video if you enjoyed the content today. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ding the little bell so that you get notifications every time I post a new video. I post every Wednesday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week.